Because you picked 29th. People are gassed by the time you pick a 29th. Last year in Kansas City, the bar we were at was 90% empty at that point.
Yeah.
And the people in Kansas City watching their team pick at 31 were like, okay. And they picked some guy from, I forgot the name of the guy. We mentioned him yesterday. Not a huge name, but, you hear a couple of claps.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's great. That's great. It can come to pick 29. It's 11 o'clock at night down in Detroit. And Brad Holmes could say, all right, let's swap this damn pick now. So you're there all night waiting for your pick. And then he swaps it at 11 o'clock at night. So it's gonna be something, man, to watch. It really is. It's like you said, Rye, the first 10 picks, the first 6 picks are going to be really exciting to watch.
Felix Nduke Azume.
There you go. Let's give him a round of applause. That's the Kansas City
Chiefs. Round
Chiefs.
1, pick 31.
There you go.
I mean, if the Lions get a player like Kool-Aid McKinstry, I think, if they get a player that they'll know, that fans will know, I think you'll get a big pop. I mean, and I think Detroit Lions fans are, they're pretty excited to begin with.
Yeah.
But today...
I just think Detroit fans are excited because of how good and how well Brad Holmes has done in the draft. I think that's one reason why you're very excited for that.
Right.
He's done so well, so you're like, I don't care who he drafts. I'm just excited because I know that pick is going to be a pick that you vetted, that the Lions have definitely paid attention to. They've scouted, they've vetted, and it's going to be one that it's going to increase the team right away.
Because of Brad Holmes' success in the NFL draft, too, that has taken a lot of the big opinions about what they should do out of the mix as well. Like, I don't care who you are not going to pick a better player than Brad Holmes is going to pick. That has not always been the case here, right? We, as Lions fans, we as NFL fans, have long thought that we could pick better players than our general manager will pick on draft night.
Probably true.
Probably true over the last 60 years.
Yeah.
That is not the case anymore. In fact, I think Brad Holmes, what he's done in the last 3 years, is as successful a run top to bottom than any 3-year draft you could possibly think of. And because of that, your big opinion is moot. It's a moot point. It doesn't matter what your big opinion is. Because this guy's going to probably pick some stud that you don't even know his name. Yeah. And if you do know his name, it's fine. He's going to be a great player.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers and how they built that team in 3 drafts. You got Mean Joe Green, Terry Bradshaw, Jack Hanna, 100%. And then you look at how the Cowboys
That's one draft. I'm talking about 3-year draft. Top to bottom.
Yep.
Well, they didn't get Franco Harris that year. Franco came 2 years later, so kind of.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, San Francisco, how they drafted Bill Walsh, 100%. But like what I'm naming
Did you kill Bill Walsh?
But what I'm naming, Ryan, if you notice, these are teams that won championships. You're talking about 2 different dynasties, won 4 championships. That's what it seems like Brad Holmes is building. Now they got even the first one, but they got to the NFC Championship last year and they were knocking at the door with 7 minutes left. So if he keeps this up, you could be looking at something special.
Just so great that you don't almost have to worry about it. You just know you're in good hands. Local prospects up today. Matt Broder, you could listen to him and watch him on the Wake Up Woodward show, put out some of the names of some local prospects that were in Allen Park today. Some Michigan guys, Roman Wilson, Mike Sanderstill.
Draft him.
Well, I mean, God, he's a perfect Dan Campbell guy, isn't he?
Draft him.
Isn't he the perfect Dan Campbell guy?
Yes, he is.
Mike Sanderstill, it just feels like... Okay, let me ask you. Kool-Aid McKinstry or Mike Sanderstill?
Sanderstill.
Yeah?
Now ask me Sanderstill or Cooper DeJean.
Sanderstill or Cooper DeJean?
Cooper DeJean.
Great white hype.
That's who I want. But I'll take Mikey right there, 1-1A.
I went back and watched some highlights of Cooper DeJean, man. He can play.
Dude, did you see him play basketball?
Like Cooper DeJean can play. He's nice.
He was jamming in high school.
I mean, some of just one step rise and slam dunk.
I love that kid. That's a Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes guy.
And he'd be the 3rd Iowa Hawkeye on the team. Jack Campbell, Sam Laporta, so he knows him well. Look, I've watched some film.
Those guys aren't putting a good word in for him.
The guy can play. Guy's got some skills. I just think with Mike Sanders still, though, man, I just think you're getting a player that he can rise to the occasion of what you need him for. Do you need him to go in as the 2 DB? Do you need him as the 1? Do you need him as a nickel? Do you need whatever you need him to do? Do you need him to go play as a wide receiver? Because that's where he started at Michigan. I just love how he played the game. And a lot of the games that they won, the Ohio State games, the Washington games, he's making plays in crucial moments. He's a game changer.
Yeah, very good.
Don't forget the new kickoff rule. I mean, you're going to put a guy back there that can return kicks. At Cooper DeJean or Cooper DeJean, I wish I knew how to say his name. You think I would by this point.
Cool.
That kid can return kicks as well.